I'm writing this as a testament to my life. To be removed from my fellow human beings and forced to endure social distancing, or in my case, social isolation. Although the whole world is now forced to endure the same loneliness that I've suffered, it only makes me feel mine more acutely. And so the future stretches out in front of me like a long, dark tunnel.
Well, here we are again, just the two of us. What are we writing? Something interesting? Well, we have to keep our minds active during lockdown, mustn't we? Keep those creative juices flowing. And don't worry, I'll keep 2 meters apart. We must observe social distancing, adapt to the new normal. Only it's not the new normal for us, is it? No. We've been social distancing our whole lives. Well, we have to be struck by the irony of it. Coronavirus has locked society into a cage, the same cage that society locked us into. Are you going to write about us, our life story? That would be an interesting read. You could tell them about the happy times, which would keep them riveted for all of 30 seconds. You could tell them about the time that Dad left. Oh, and who could blame him? After we were born, Mum only had time for us. As far as she was concerned, he ceased to exist after that day. We became her entire life, and she expected us to become hers. It was just Mum and us, exactly the way she wanted it.
She built a wall around us.
A wall, no, a bloody castle more like. And it didn't just keep others out, no, it kept us in. Megan, don't go bothering with those other children. They'll hurt you. Don't go out and play, love. I'm not feeling well today. We don't need anybody else, do we?
She never liked me playing with the other kids, so I just learned to play by myself.
And then they started to bully us, just like hyenas, really. They picked the weak and vulnerable one out of the herd. It's like they could smell blood. Here comes Megan.
Please, I just want to go past. I just want to go home.
Dirty, ugly Megan can't get a boyfriend. Dirty, ugly Megan, nobody likes her. Dirty, ugly Megan, she's got nits. And then they would push us between one another, passing us around like some grotesque game of pass the parcel.
And they'd only stop when I started to cry.
So we learned to start crying straight away, and they'd stop and move off laughing. Our humiliation were their spoils of victory. But who was worse? Those cruel little shits, or the ones who stood by and did nothing?
I don't blame anyone for this. I blame myself.
That's right. It's all our fault, isn't it? Maybe there's just something about us that people don't like. I mean, we were always a bit shy, a bit quiet, a bit different. And people don't trust different. Of course, we tried to blame it all on Mum for that wall. But we were all she had, and she was all we had. We didn't need anybody else. Megan, our telly program's about to start, love. I'll give your mum a cuddle. I know where you're ticklish. No wonder no one wants to take you to the prom. You're useless, a useless waste of space. It's all right, love. I'm here for you. I'll always be here for you. Megan, come here now!
What's the matter, Mum?
I've been in your bedroom. What's this?
Mum, you shouldn't have been in my bedroom. It's private.
It's just as well I did. What about this? This thing. I know what it's for. I know it's disgusting.
Mum.
Well, it's disgusting. And you're disgusting for using this and these, all of these pictures of naked women. You're a disgusting pervert. What are you?
Mum, please, stop!
A pervert! A disgusting pervert!
Please!
Well,
I'm a pervert.
again.
I'm a pervert!
That's right. A pervert. A disgusting pervert.
I'm a pervert. I'm a pervert. I'm no good. I'm sorry.
She systematically destroyed us. She stripped us of our pride, our dignity, our sense of self-worth, our humanity. It was like we were a book, and she just tore the pages out one by one, and now all that's left are the covers. Miss Rogers,
Yeah.
please take a seat. My name is Dr. Sandhu. I'm your mother's consultant oncologist. Now, we run a number of tests, but I'm afraid it's bad news.
She only had a bit of pain in her stomach.
I'm afraid we've discovered a tumor in her pancreas. It was pressing on her bile duct, which is why she was in pain.
Is there anything you can do?
I'm afraid not. It's well advanced. I'm afraid that's the way with pancreatic cancer. There are very few symptoms until the tumor is advanced. I'm very sorry. The best thing that we can do for her now is to try and make her remaining time as comfortable as possible.
How long?
A matter of weeks. 6 to 8.
God.
Would you like me to tell her? Or
No, I'll tell her. Thanks, Doctor.
when can I go home, Megan?
Not yet, Mum. I'm afraid you're very ill.
There's nothing wrong with me.
There is, Mum. It's cancer.
I'm not ill. I don't want to be in this hospital. Or take me home.
I can't yet, Mum. Not yet.
Or take me home, love. I don't want these nurses looking after me.
It's not for long. Just need to get everything sorted at home, all right? Get a nice bed downstairs.
No, I want to be in my own home, in my own house, and I want you to look after me, just you.
I will, Mum. I promise I'll look after you. I'll take care of you.
You wanted this. You want me to die.
What? No.
You want me to die. You can't wait to get me out of the way. You want me to die. You want me to die. You hate me.
No, please, Mum. I'm sorry.
Megan.
What's the matter, Mum? Do you need me to prop you up again? The Macmillan nurses will be here in a minute and give you a nice wash.
I can't go on anymore. I want it to end. Please take the pain away.
When the nurses come, they'll give you another injection.
No. I want it all to end. Please. Do it for me now.
Please don't ask me to do that, Mum. I can't.
Yes, you can. Just take this pillow. Please.
I can't.
You coward! You pathetic coward! You're useless. What are you? A useless waste of space. I hate you. I hate you.
Oh, Mum, please. I'm sorry.
Her last words to us after everything. I hate you. After she died, no one came around to say how sorry they were or to see how we were managing. No one. Not even a friendly word to say how much they cared or that they understood. Nothing. We lived in this human beehive, people. And yet we were utterly alone with our grief. Like that tree that falls in the woods. If no one's there to hear it, it doesn't make a sound. We never made a sound. That's when it really took hold, didn't it? Remember the silence? Like a thick, black cloud, enveloping us, suffocating us. No one came to visit. No one cared. No one. We were all alone. No one cared. All alone. No one cared. All alone. All alone.
Shut up!
Shut up. Shut up! You can't shut me up. I'm in there all the time. Just us together all the time. Without me, there's no you.
Oh, God.
I suppose there was that one visitor, though, wasn't there? Well, sort of visitor.
Please, come in.
Thanks, babes. Nice flat you've got here. Bit knackered from all those stairs, though. Doesn't the lift ever work?
Oh, it keeps being vandalised.
I don't even know your name.
It's Megan.
Hi, Megan. I'm Jojo. So, where do you want to go? The bedroom or here? I like it here. Is this your first time? Don't be nervous. You don't have to do anything. You just let me take care of you. That's what I'm good at. See? All good. All good. You dirty, disgusting girl! Look at you. You couldn't wait to get me out of the way so you could be with this dirty whore. You're a pervert, a disgusting pervert.
No, stop.
Are you sure?
No, I can't.
Okay. Please yourself, but I'm not hanging around here. I think I should be paid for my time, though. Don't you?
What? Oh, your time. Yeah, well, I've got a £20 note.
I suppose it'll have to do.
Right. Now, if you wouldn't mind.
I've met your type before, you know. You're ashamed. Well, there's nothing to be ashamed about. There's nothing wrong with who we are. So you need to make up your mind. I feel sorry for you, Megan. I really do. The closet can be a dark place. Well, it was lovely meeting you. Thanks for the money. Easiest 20 quid I've ever made.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Who are you saying sorry to? That girl or Mum? But then she did tell us once that she would always be there. That was the night of the pills. Just couldn't take it anymore. But of course, we couldn't even do that right, could we? No. Didn't take enough, woke up after a few hours and spent the next one vomiting. What was that thing that Nietzsche said? What was it? If you look long into the abyss will look back into you. That was it. Well, we certainly looked into the abyss that night, didn't we? And what did we see?
Blackness. Cold and empty blackness.
And that's exactly what the abyss saw. when it looked back into us. There's someone at the door. You'd better answer it.
Hello?
Oh, hello. Are you Miss Rogers? Miss Megan Rogers?
Yeah.
My name is W.P.C. Miller. I was wondering if I might come in for a moment.
What's the matter?
I'd rather we discussed it inside, if you don't mind.
Come in.
Thank you.
Now, what's the matter?
Well, I'm afraid there's been a complaint about you attacking a young boy.
What? I never They were following me, calling me horrible, foul names and just laughing at me. I don't mind them laughing so much, but they don't have to call me such horrible names. I mean, I've tried to get them to stop. I've told the parents, but it just keeps going on and on. I only grabbed him to try and make him stop. Why won't they stop? Why won't they stop?
It's okay, Miss Rogers, calm down. There's no need to get upset. It's nothing serious, but we do have to follow up on any complaints made. Now, I'll fill in my report to say that we've had a word, and I won't take it any further. If you feel threatened again, just give us a call at the station, okay? Everyone knew what those little shits were like. Bet you they were the offspring of the ones that used to torment us when we were younger. But still, that didn't stop them. They would bang on our door every night.
Please just leave me alone. I'll ring the police. I've got their number. Don't leave me alone. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
No one helped. No one cared. We were all alone. And now those same people are forced to endure the same isolation. Everyone cares. Suddenly, now they're all isolated. Everyone's sympathetic. But not for us. No. No one cares about us. Never have, never will. Welcome to our world, eh? That's what we ought to be saying. Welcome to our world. Now you know what it's like. Now you know what it's like. Let's go out onto the balcony and tell every single one of those selfish bastards wrapped up in their own little lies. Now you know what it's like. Now you know what it's like. Now you know what it's like.
Now you know what it's like. I realize now that my whole life has just been worthless. Everything seems to go wrong.
Oh, what are we writing now?
I hope everybody realizes that I just can't go on.
Oh, I know what this is. It's a suicide note. Oh, we're gonna end it all. What are we escaping from this time then? Everything? Or just ourselves? So how are we gonna do it then? No, come on. I really wanna know. We doing the pills again? Because that didn't work out so well last time. So let's try and be a bit more creative. We haven't got a car, so the old hose pipe in the exhaust is no good. We haven't got a gun, so that's out too. Too messy anyway. I know. Drowning. Yeah. Drowning. We just fill up the bath, hold our head under the water, and breathe in. They say it's a good way to go. After a few seconds, you just get lightheaded and slowly drift away though how would anyone know?
Finally, to whoever finds this in me, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry! A lifetime full of apologies! Well, what do we see this time when we look into the abyss? More of that cold, empty blackness.
I see a light. A warm, bright, comforting light.
That's just the pills. It'll wear off. Where are you going? Are we gonna go run the bath? A rope. We're gonna hang ourselves. Wow, that is creative. Though I'd hate to be the poor sod who finds us. Oh, come on. What are you doing? You won't go through with it. You're a coward. A pathetic, useless coward. You couldn't do it for Mum, and you won't do it for yourself. Remember the cold, empty blackness. Remember the cold, empty blackness. Okay, fine, I was joking. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Please don't do this. Don't kill us.
Without me, there's no you.
No!
Well, there we are then, and very, very pleased with that. Obviously, I hope you enjoyed it. And now I have a special guest now. I have the writer of Socially Distanced, Mr. Lyndon House.
Hello.
He is actually a member of Theatre Adhoc and a local around here, but I'll let him explain that. Could you give us a brief introduction to yourself, how you came to be writing, and then how you came to write this play?
Well, I started writing, it must be 25 years ago now. I had dreams at the beginning of becoming a best-selling novelist, but they soon crashed in flames. So I started writing a few novels, short stories. Then myself and two other friends, we started taking our short stories and doing readings in local societies, WIs, pensioners groups, and so on. But in recent years, I've sort of concentrated more on writing for the stage, certainly since I became a member of Adhoc. I started acting about the same time as I started writing for stage. I've had a lot of success with it. I've had a few plays published. I've even had some of them performed. This play was part of the new writing thing, and since COVID-19 started, there's been a lot of talk about the tragedy of social isolation and loneliness. But for some people, they don't need a pandemic to suffer that because it's a way of life. It's all they've ever known. And I just wanted to shine a light on that tragedy through this play and this lonely character, who is Megan. She's a lonely and damaged young woman who's tormented by her memories and her own subconscious. It is quite a bleak play, as has been mentioned. But for some people, life is very bleak. And I think it doesn't hurt now and again to shine a light on that and remind people.
Absolutely. I mean, I had a great time directing it, and I think it was a really good challenge for the actors that were in it.
Yeah.
Obviously, this was done under certain conditions because of the current pandemic. What hurdles did you come across when writing a play thinking, right, the actors can't do this, the actors can do this? Talk me through the process of writing a play in this context.
The main issue with it, for me, was that trying to create a story, because with writing for theatre and for play, it has to be immediate. When you're writing a story, you can take your time. There's all kinds of description, thought process, but writing for stage is about the immediacy. It's happening here and now, whereas telling a story, it's something that happened in the past. So that was the difficult part, was creating a story and a drama with dialogue with a character who's basically utterly alone. So there's no dialogue to have, if you like. So I came up with this idea. I don't know whether it works. I thought it did. It's up to the audience to decide. That was the main problem and the main concern, thinking about it before I even started. How could I tell her story through dialogue and drama when she's utterly alone in her life?
Mm. Did you feel that you made any changes because you knew it was going to be a broadcasted play rather than a on the stage in front of a live audience play? Do you feel there was anything you changed for that, or did you just keep it to the essence of theatre?
No, I actually treated it, because I wasn't actually sure at the time what we were going to do with it. So I treated it as a stage play, but obviously within the boundaries of not getting the actors within 2 meters of each other. But in my mind, when I was writing it, it was written as a stage play rather than thinking about camera angles and so on. It's not a screenplay, it is an actual stage play.
Excellent. I mean, from that perspective now, I mean, is there anything else you want to tell the audience? I mean, I'm sure the audience enjoyed it. I hope the audience enjoyed it. Otherwise, maybe that's down to me and not down to you as the director. But is there anything else that you'd just like to say about this? I mean, frankly, there aren't many plays going on at the moment. We've managed to get through 5 plays with the new Writing Festival 2020. And you're probably therefore one of the only plays that's been performed in the country around this time. How does that make you feel?
Well, theatre's obviously, everybody's going through a rough patch at the moment, and theatre is as much as anyone else. It says a lot for the Congress that they've actually done this. They've actually created this virtual studio. If the community can't come to them, then they will go to the community. And it says a lot that they were actually did this. And it's not just for theatre ad hoc and for the drama, because they're putting on music concerts as well. And it's something. It's better than just sort of shutting up the shutters and stopping altogether, as some theatres have had to do. It has to survive. I mean, theatre and drama has been around almost as long as civilization. I mean, the ancient Greeks would spend an evening at the theatre. So it has to continue, and it will continue. We'll all come through this at the other end eventually. But kudos to the Congress Theatre for doing this. Other people I'd like to thank as well. I mean, Green Room Events, thank you,
That's fine.
for their technical expertise in putting these plays together, because this is the 6th of them. And a big thank you, obviously, to Adhoc, all my friends at Adhoc, not just for staging this play, but for giving an opportunity for writers to have their plays performed, for them to share their creative efforts with other people, because it's not easy. For every one Alan Ayckbourn, there are 500 Lynn houses all struggling out there to get their plays performed. And it means a lot to share your creative efforts with other people, even if it's just a small audience. So I'd like to thank Adhoc. This is the 3rd, I think, we've had of these new writing efforts. And I'm very, very grateful for the opportunity to have my plays performed. And I'd like to thank you, the director, for probably giving it a completely different vision
Maybe.
to the one I had. And but particularly the 2 actors, Heather and Molly, who I both know very well, and are very happy and friendly and sunny dispositions. And I've asked them to go to a dark place in this. But it's their talent that brings the characters to life and makes them real, because without that, it's just words on a page and it means nothing.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for putting the play in. Thank you for providing the material that allows us to make these performances, because without the play, there is no director, there is no actor, there is no new writing festival. So thank you very much for being involved,
Okay, that's great.
because also without you, it wouldn't happen.
Thank
so,
you.
Thank you very much. That was Lynn House. That was the writer of Socially Distanced that you've just watched. And thank you very much to Congress Theatre and to Green Room Events for making all of this possible.